here we go. So quiet. All right, guys, we're just here at the Jeep 4xe experience, and you can, if you're here in Moab, well, probably watching this video after that, but you can take one of these out and experience a hybrid Jeep on some off-road trails. So we're just getting a walk around. What was your name?
Mark.
Mark? I'm Casey.
Meet you, Casey.
Nice to meet Mark. So Mark's gonna give us a little run through of the hybrid system here, and then we're gonna go out on a little trail ride. So
right.
Yeah.
So when you first start the vehicle, when you push the start button, it'll default to hybrid mode. So when you push the start, it's ready to go at that point. And on the trail, he'll tell you to put it in all electric. You'll just push the electric button when he tells you that. On the way back, he'll probably tell you to put it in eSave. When you put it in eSave, it's helping to save the battery, and it actually uses the vehicle to regenerate the battery. So you'll notice a lot of engine braking in eSave mode.
Yep.
Okay. So if you just step on the brake, push the start button. Now the vehicle's actually on.
Oh, it doesn't make any noise.
Yep.
I have a diesel. I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's a lot different. So you look at your screen. See at the bottom where it says forward camera?
Yep.
On the bottom of the screen, you'll touch that when he tells you to on the trail, and that's your forward camera. So that makes it real nice. You don't have to have a spotter to. And also on your transfer case, he'll have you put the transfer case into 4 high part-time. So that'll be down and over to the right, and then obviously coming back once you're done with the trail, he'll have you put it back over and back up into 2 high. Okay. Other than that, it's just pretty much
much standard.
Yep, standard Jeep. Everything else pretty much.
All right. I noticed that there's a different gauge cluster here in the 4xe too. So we've got what's over here on the right-hand side.
That tells you when you're putting charge back into the vehicle.
Okay.
So that'll tell you how much battery you're using, or how much, if it's going down into the charge, you're actually putting energy back into the battery.
Ah, well.
So you have your battery gauge up there.
So it's all digital speedometer then in the 4xes. Okay, cool. I'm Casey.
Benny.
Nice to meet you, Benny.
Meet you, Casey.
We're good. Yeah, I make YouTube videos. So
nice. You want this all back?
Yeah. Actually, I'd give us. Look at this. With the power top, like that. Woo. Yeah.
All right.
It's kind of hard to tell it's on though, because it doesn't make any noise.
I know.
So am I just following this?
Yeah, we're gonna follow these guys over there.
Okay.
Going back to Baby's Lion's Back.
Baby Lion's Back.
You ever doing any off-roading before?
Yeah.
Plenty?
I have 250 YouTube videos of off-roading.
All right, there you go. But the first time in a 4xe?
Actually, I rode in one for the first time last week, but I have never driven one. So this is my first time driving one, and everybody on my channel has been asking what I think of it, because I have an eco diesel. It's so weird not hearing anything when you accelerate. Yeah, the diesel is, you fire it up in the morning and you know it's started, so it's cool. But this is got a lot of torque, really peppy.
That's very torquey.
Yeah, we were doing a couple of launches in the other one last week, and yeah, I was surprised at how fast it takes off. And then so it's regenerative braking when I let off the throttle. So how do I know when the gas engine's kicked in? Well, I guess we'll see RPMs on the gauge here.
Yeah, I mean, basically you're on gas right now. It's just in an eSave mode.
Yeah,
so.
okay. So it's kind of flipping between as
so it's kind of regenerating the battery a little bit. And you can tell when you let go of that pedal.
Yeah.
The accelerator, it'll slow down.
It's like driving a Tesla.
Yeah.
Let off the throttle and it just. We've made it to the off pavement area, and we're greeted with a very steep climb up some slick rock here. That's a pretty good one. That's probably the steepest climb that I'll be doing. So are we gonna go into 4 low, or what's the plan?
Just bring it down 1.
Yep.
4 auto.
4 auto. Oh, okay. Yep.
And then put it on electric, so you could try out the electric.
So we're gonna switch it over here. So we were in hybrid mode. We're gonna hit electric, and up we go. So we're going up in 4 high. 4 high auto. So
we'll just wait for him to get on top of the hill, and then we'll go ahead and go.
And we're following a 392, which you can hear I don't know if you can hear the V8 rumbling on camera, but sounds nice. So 4 high auto, so it's gonna engage the system as needed, I'm assuming, because I don't have auto 4-wheel drive in mine. All right, we ready to go?
We're ready to go.
All right, so here we go. So this is interesting, because I know, like, when I'm on a steep climb with 4 high, it doesn't always want to go through stuff that needs a lot of torque. And we're in electric, so here we go. So quiet. That's awesome.
You also have your front camera that can help you.
Yeah, I wish that was in 2020. My Wrangler doesn't have it. And the next Jeep I order, I'm gonna definitely get that feature. Lots of torque coming up here. Is this stock? This is
It's all
just
stock.
bone stock.
Yeah, nothing aftermarket, nothing put on.
Yeah.
Well, we went up is probably about a 28-degree angle. Coming down over here would be about a 33.
Oh yeah?
34.
Awesome. I love this steep stuff. We just don't get into too much vertical and steep declines on our trails. We just don't have the rocks like this.
So right here,
Yep.
we'll give him some space.
Okay.
And we'll wait till him to at least hit the water. Because there's a little puddle of water down
Yep.
there. Because you see, once he goes down there, you're not going to see any, like, it looks like it's a cliff.
Just struts, yeah.
Yeah.
We had a couple of those.
That's where this comes in handy right here.
Yeah, we had a couple of those on Moab Rim where you're just like staring straight at the ground out the hood.
And let's say if you get a splash of mud on your camera, you can clean it up
look at
right
that.
there, or wash it off.
Here,
right
let's
there.
see that. Yeah.
So you can just push the button there.
Yeah.
It'll wash it right off.
Well, that would be handy. And it does the rear glass. Okay, are we good?
You were good.
All right. We're gonna come down here. Now I'm using the brake. Now, could you have it engine brake coming down here or regenerative brake coming
I mean,
down
if we're in 4 low, since we're 4 auto, it's a little different.
Yep,
So
okay.
you want to ride the brakes.
We're gonna get the decline coming down and we're just following them. We got the line here, yep. We're gonna hit a real steep spot here. Pass that to you.
Yeah, see, it looks like almost like a cliff.
Yeah, so we're at 20 degrees, 21, 24, 25. Whew, look at that. 29.
29?
That's fun. Make a hard right here.
A little water fording.
There we go, you can clean off the water droplet. So this thing is still, this Jeep is still in electric. We're coming along here, no noise, completely silent.
Yeah, so right here you can put it back on 2-wheel drive
Okay,
and on eSave.
where's the all-wheel drive mark? eSave, okay.
And you're good.
Where's the 4-wheel drive indicator on the dash?
It went away because you put it on 2-wheel drive.
Oh. Okay, so that's different because my, you know, in my version, my EcoDo's, it'll tell you if it's in too high or whichever 4-wheel drive you're in. So eSave is going to have more regenerative braking and trying to put power back into the batteries. And we've got the engine running now, so I can see that it's idling at 1,000 RPM. So now we get a little bit of experience with the eSave? eSave mode. So that's your regenerative braking. And I can feel it. Every time you let off the throttle, it really slows down. It reminds me of driving in 4 low, to be honest. Except we're not obviously going through the gears and driving really slow. But when you let off the throttle in 4 low, you know how you get that slow down really quick. And that's kind of what it reminds me of. Look at this thing.
No.
What's this thing hanging out of the side of your Jeep? All right. Lennon's got his 4xe. Oh, you got the Kraken in there already. Look at that. Ready to air up, ready to go. So what do you think so far, Landon?
This thing is a spicy unit. 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds.
I've been in the Ginger's fluffy supercharged Gladiator, so let's see. Oh, it's got that new car smell. It smells good. Yeah. How do we keep that?
When I find out, I'll let you know.
Yeah, the
I've
secret of the internet, right?
been on the hunt.
So what's this thing? What do we got up here?
So
What's
that
this?
is the charge indicator,
Okay, cool.
which will light up
Yeah.
in
as we're
individual
going.
quadrants,
Yeah.
depending on how much battery percentage is currently in the vehicle.
I really like the nothing here on the dash of the 4xe. Like this clean dash, but
Very clean.
it's so quiet. That's with the window down. How much distance can you get on a charge?
So this will do 40 kilometers full electric.
How long does it take to charge to get that 40 kilometers?
So it comes with a level 1 charger that you just plug into a 110 outlet.
Yeah.
That'll take between 14 and 15 hours if you completely kill the battery. If you have a level 2 charger, that comes down to about 2.5 hours.
Oh wow. I wonder, I'm curious, when you're putting 37s on here.
38s.
38s.
Yeah.
So do you think the range will go down when you put 38s on here?
So my theory has been, and in my previous Jeeps also, with the stock gearing anyhow, particularly on the highway with the larger tire, once you get the larger tire rolling, and if you can keep it rolling, you'll get better mileage. That comes at a loss of immediate on throttle response and a little bit of passing power.
Yeah.
But for longer flat commutes, which is what I will be using this for, I expect to get pretty good range.
So Brad, Trail Recon, got rid of his 4xe, and part of the reason that he didn't like it was on road trips and long trips, he wasn't seeing the performance, because once you deplete the battery, you get that 40 kilometers, then you're basically running a 2-liter turbo.
Correct.
Right?
A 2-liter turbo with a smaller fuel tank as well.
A lot of you guys ask me, what do you think of the 4xe? And I think my conclusion still stays, is if you're commuting with your Jeep most of the time, and then you're taking it out every now and then, I think this is a great platform to get into.
It's perfect.
Right? Where the diesel is really good if you're a long highway driving, long road trips, going off-roading, and we still see the fuel economy. But I think that I'm really excited to see Jeep come out with more stuff, and the 4xe is a great start, and it's awesome to see you get one. So when we do a hard launch, it's going to use both the 2-liter turbo and the battery system to give us the maximum acceleration, right?
Correct.
Give her. Ooh, that does go. That's pretty good, man. I gotta say, I'm impressed. That really hauls. It's too bad we can't get up to more of a, a little longer highway stretch there, but where I notice it is less at the start, and it feels like it pulls more as we go.
It pulls, once it builds boost, it just keeps going.
Yeah. So, that's kind of like how the diesel is, especially with it being turbo, is right away, it's a little sluggish, and you can feel this pick up as we go. You can feel it pick up, and you can feel the acceleration, the G-forces increasing as we go, and got a little bit of speed, and like you said, the turbos kick in, and you feel it move a little bit more. If you're tired of noise in your Jeep, 4xe is really quiet. Pretty much all we hear in here is a little bit of wind noise, because we're basically driving a brick down the highway, and a little bit of tire noise, but that's because you're still on the factory all-terrains. Yeah. So I imagine when you get the 38s on here, you'll hear a little bit more tire noise coming from it. There's the camera system. It's a little washer. That's awesome. Not much different from the 2-liter. Looks pretty the same, but I guess a lot of the system is hidden underneath. This is the other thing here. So if you guys are looking at 4xes, all of the battery system is here underneath of the rear seats, and they fold down a little bit different. Do they go completely flat, or?
The reason why it doesn't go completely flat with these, because if you open this up.
Yeah, there they are. All right. So there's the whole
battery goes from this point to about
to the mid. So do you lose any of the cargo room in the back then?
No. I mean, if you open this, it's about the same.
About the same, yeah. So you're not really too different back here. You got a little bit space here, but it's all right. So you're not losing anything. You still got the cargo space underneath the rear cargo area.
And that battery that's in there, it's a 750 pounds.
Wow.
It's pretty heavy.
So your center of gravity is probably coming down a little bit more. Saying, I'm really gonna be keeping an eye on the future of the hybrid Jeeps. The torque was awesome. Being able to go up that super steep climb in electric mode and in 4 high was really cool. Thanks a lot, Benny, for taking us out. Appreciate it.